basketball fans, and welcome on in. We're courtside at Murray State's CFSB Center, bringing you the Region 1 basketball tournament here on WKNT Sports. And tonight, we're bringing you the Graves County High School Lady Eagles at 21-7, taking on the Murray High Lady Tigers at 26-5. The Lady Tigers 16-2 in Region 1 play. The Lady Eagles 12-4 in the region under head coach Amy Carrico. Coach Carrico in her 5th season at the helm of the Graves County High Lady Eagles. She's only won one region tournament game in her career at Graves County. She lost in the semifinals last season to Murray High. Tony, you saw that game.
Right.
48-60 the final in that one. The Lady Eagles come into this tournament with nothing but positive momentum, Tony. They've won 11 straight.
11 in a row.
They hadn't felt the agony of defeat since back in mid-January. They've won 21 games this season, playing some really great defense. And, Tony, I think this is something that's been overlooked. The Lady Eagles have held their opponent under 55 points in 23 out of 28 games this season. That's pretty sharp.
That is, that is getting it down technical to the end. But I tell you what, they have played some real good basketball lately, and Murray is coming off of a big loss. But I tell you, I look for this to be a battle.
It's a great matchup. Defense has been a constant for the Lady Eagles as their offense has come and gone at times this season. But when you look at Graves County starting five, Tony, I contend they're coming off maybe their best game as a unit. 3 out of the 5 finished the District 3 title game in double figures.
And the other one, 9 points.
The group combined that night for 59 total points. Offensively, feels like this Lady Eagle team starting to get into a rhythm.
They played real well in that final game. Ballard stayed close to them for 3 quarters, but then they just pulled it out and took it to them, and that was what it took. And they just come out and looked like a different ball club in that 4th quarter and put it away.
And Tony, junior guard Bailey Hawkins is emerging for the Lady Eagles as the straw that stirs the drink offensively. Hawkins put up 15 against Ballard Memorial in the district title game, and she's not the team's leading scorer. As you look down the list,
right.
She's averaging 10 points per contest, which is less than Taylor West, but she does lead the team in assists with better than 5 per game this season. The way Hawkins distributes the ball going to the basket, Tony, absolutely lethal.
Well, Bailey could be could be the leading scorer if she took a lot of the shots that she dishes off. And I tell you what, I think without Bailey Hawkins, they would be a whole lot different in the win-loss record.
But she's not the leading scorer. We
No.
can talk about the leading scorer for Graves County. The top scorer for the Lady Eagles all season has been senior forward Taylor West. And Tony, to me, the good news is she might be playing her best basketball right now. She averages 11 points per game overall this season. She had 18 last week against Ballard Memorial. When everything's on the line and you got to have a basket, Taylor West is a pretty darn comfortable place to look.
That's the place that you want to look, her or Bailey Hawkins, one of the two. Olivia Coleman has played some real good basketball as of late. Bethany Cartwright been playing well. Gracie Martin, defensive-wise, second to none. We just need to get 10 to 12 points out of Gracie Martin.
Tony, you mentioned Bethany Cartwright. She played one of her best games this season in last week's district championship. The junior forward had 13 points and 7 rebounds in that one, and she remains one of the most dangerous long-range shooters in the region. When she gets open from three-point land, look out. She's averaging 43% beyond the arc.
And I'll tell you what, you don't find many young ladies her size that will step out and take that three-point shot and connect on it.
She's very versatile. Take a look at the other side. Coach Rochelle Turner, she's been a part of Region 1 for a long time, Tony. She won the Region 1 title in 2010, and she's hungry. She lost in the region championship game in 2011, 2012, and 2013. She's got plenty of motivation. She's 26-5 heading into this tournament. And when you look at Coach Turner's team, Tony, size is the first thing that comes to mind. The Lady Tigers have got 4 players listed at 6 foot tall or better. You and I were just talking off air. They're one of the biggest teams around.
No doubt about that. They've got three young ladies starting, two of them at 6 foot and the other listed at 5'10", and then a 5'6" and a 5'7". So there's not anybody that's got the size that Murray High's got.
And Tony, one of those four towers has blossomed into their star there at Murray High. Freshman Maddie Waldrop. She surpassed even her head coach's expectations, I think. Waldrop comes into this tournament averaging almost a double-double with 16 points and 9 rebounds per game. It's been a special season for the freshman.
And she's nothing but a freshman. She starts an 8th grader, freshman, senior, junior, and a junior. So it's a very young ball club after that. But I tell you what, Murray High has got the talent, and they've got a lot of young kids. You better look out for the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, you better believe it, Tony. I think that for this season's Murray High Lady Tiger squad, the sometimes forgotten stabilizer for all those youngsters has been senior forward Julie Thiede. Thiede's an obvious contributor. She averages 8 points and 6 rebounds per night. But Tony, the intangible she brings to this team as a mentor for some of these young kids, I think absolutely huge for this Murray High ball club.
Thiede is one heck of a ball player. Anywhere you put her, she can bring the ball down the floor for you. She can shoot the ball. She rebounds. She does a fantastic job all over.
Murray High, the District 4 runners-up, and the Lady Eagles, of course, the District 3 champions. Murray High coming off their worst loss of the season, 24-44 in the District 4 championship game, and the opening tip controlled by the Lady Eagles as they bring it up. Tony, why don't you let us know who's out there on the hardwood?
Looks like for Murray High, it's Macy Turley, a 5'6", 8th grader, Maddie Waldrop, a 6-foot freshman, Julie Thiede, a 5'10" senior, Liz Grogan, a 5'7" junior, and Hannah Clark, a 6-foot junior. Graves County turn it over to start with.
Taylor West lost control of it underneath the basket. It rolled right off of her toenails.
For Graves County, it's Gracie Martin, a 5'6" junior, Beth Cartwright, a 5'11" junior, Taylor West, a 5'7" senior, and Bailey Hawkins, a 5'7" junior, and Olivia Coleman, a 5'7" senior.
A miss for Thiede of Murray High, and then a miss on the other end for Graves County. Back and forth we go. A fast pace early on. The long three is dead on for Liz Grogan. The junior guard listed at 5'7" for the Lady Tigers of Murray High. They take an early lead. Gracie Martin with it for Graves County. She's in trouble. Double team. Goes to Hawkins. Hawkins goes to the basket. Puts it up with the right hand and gets the friendly roll. 1 point ball game early. The pace is what's killing me. These teams just pinballing back and forth. Left side with it is Grogan. She looks underneath. There's nobody there. She has to hand it off out there on the wing to Clark. Hannah Clark gives it out top to Macy Turley, the 8th grade point guard. Running this team as an 8th grader, Tony.
Right.
Driving down the lane.
And
goes
she
up,
comes
didn't
from
put
Graves
enough on
County,
it.
too.
Rebound struggle for an air ball there from Turley, and the ball's tied up underneath. The alternate possession stays with Murray High.
She and her little sis was at Graves County before Daddy and Mama moved to Murray.
Tony, this pace, I think, favors Graves County. They've got more depth than Murray High. We've talked about the depth of the Lady Eagles all season as Cartwright comes up with a steal. She tries to drive to the basket, gets sloppy with it, almost turns it over, but she's able to save it back into Martin. Martin underneath to West, puts it up with the right hand, has it blocked away by Hannah Clark. Grogan trying to bring it into the front court. She pushes off, and now she steps out of bounds. Give it right back to Graves County, and the crowd in here has all of a sudden swollen, Tony.
Right, it has.
Listen to them come to life as we've got a close one here in the nightcap. Graves County taking on Murray High here in the Region 1 girls quarterfinals. Gracie Martin with it, left wing, goes left corner to Cartwright. Cartwright underneath to West, back outside to Hawkins. She doesn't take the three, instead she drives to the basket. Another great pass there to Coleman. Coleman out to West. West trying to go left corner to Cartwright. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Julie Thiede of Murray High. I'm tongue-tied already, Tony. Not a lot of scoring in this one early on. Both teams quickly back and forth down the floor. Martin with it, gets it in the corner to Coleman. Back out to Gracie Martin, and Martin gets fouled. The foul going to go against Macy Turley, I do believe, Tony.
Turley is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her first and the team's first. Coleman out of bounds to key it in for Graves County.
5:48 left in the first quarter. Lady Eagles trailing the Lady Tigers, but only by one. 3-2. Out top with it is Gracie Martin. She goes right wing to Hawkins. Hawkins underneath to Coleman. Back out to Hawkins. Hawkins gives way to Martin. Martin thought about a three. Instead, she's going to drive. Instead of the jumper, she gets it on the wing to West. West underneath to Coleman. Has it blocked away. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. Can't get it done. The rebound ripped away by Thede. Thede going to come into the front court. Now she'll give way to Waldrop. Waldrop to the basket. Nice finish by the freshman. There's a lot of that freshman, that's for sure. Waldrop sort of squirming her way to the basket, giving her team a 3-point lead. Martin, right side to Hawkins. Underneath to West, the jumper. Can't get it done. Rebound ripped away by Waldrop. Waldrop to Thede. Thede pushes it to Grogan. Grogan from the right side. Takes the jumper, has it blocked away by West. It's tied up, and the alternate possession goes to Graves County. 4:52 left in the first quarter. Tony, you just worry about the Lady Eagles. We've seen them in shooting slumps. We've seen nights when they've struggled to score.
Right.
This doesn't need to be one of those.
Caitlin House, a 5'11 junior, checks in for Murray High.
You ever find out if she's related to Mid-Continent?
No, I never have.
Out top with it.
I'm going to say she is.
Is Gracie Martin. She goes right side to Bailey Hawkins. Hawkins in the corner to Coleman. Back to Hawkins on the wing. Free throw line to West. In the corner to Coleman for three. Misses it off the front of the rim. And the rebound is ripped away by Thede. She'll give it away to Grogan. Grogan into the front court to Waldrop. Right side to Thede. She takes a three. Misses it. Rebound struggle for, ripped away by Gracie Martin. Lady Eagles need to score on this possession.
Right, they do.
Down by three. A little over 4 minutes left. Martin to the basket. Gets it to go. It's a 1-point contest. Grogan with it in the backcourt for Murray High. Gets it across to Thede. Thede way out on the wing. Heavily guarded by Hawkins. She'll go top of the key to Grogan. Grogan goes free throw line to House. House right side. A good look for Thede from three. Can't get it done. Waldrop with the rebound. She gets fouled by Martin as she goes up for two. Gets it to go. And she'll go to the free throw line to try and make it a 3-point play. Tony, my question to you, how do you guard that?
I tell you what, with the size that they've got, it's just almost impossible.
Gracie Martin didn't stand a chance underneath there. She was right in her face. And Waldrop still ends up with 3 big points, 8-4. Murray High on top of the Lady Eagles. 3:48 left in the first quarter. Across the timeline comes Gracie Martin. She gets it in the corner to West. West tries to go underneath to Cartwright, puts too much on it. Cartwright can't corral it. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Eagles. One thing you can't do if you're Graves County is turn it over.
Lindsey Barton's going to check in for Graves County. Bethany Cartwright's going to check out. And in the ball game for Murray High, number 34 would be Lily Ramey.
Bringing it across will be Waldrop. Look at the big girl move.
Right.
She can dribble the basketball. Nice ball handler there. Gets it to Thede. Thede, free throw line. A long two is good. Freshly into the ball game, Lily Ramey picks up a quick two. It's a 6-point contest all of a sudden. Graves County needs to find some offense. West to Barton. Good look at it. She can't get it to fall. Rebound ripped away underneath by House. Kaylee House pushes it to Turley. Macy Turley left wing to Thede. Thede underneath to Waldrop, and Waldrop got fouled.
I think they're going to get Lindsey Barton for a push.
Yeah, with the height advantage that Maddie Waldrop has, you almost have to be a little bit physical with her, Tony.
Barton picked up the foul. Tori Wiggins has checked in for Graves County.
3:10 left in the first quarter. Graves County down by 6. Murray High with the basketball, and now an offensive foul call as the ball comes in. A push off against Murray High. Who did it?
Judy Thede. Her first, team second. She just took Tori Wiggins and just pushed her out of the way.
And the Lady Eagles with some fresh legs in the ball game. As Martin brings it across, she goes right wing to Hawkins. Hawkins in the corner to Barton. Barton's double team to West, out to Martin. Martin from the right wing. Moves deeper into the corner, goes top of the key now to Wiggins, back to Martin, got a good look at three, doesn't take it. She goes left wing to Hawkins, Hawkins to the basket, puts it up with the right hand, the floater, nothing doing. Rebound struggle for it, ripped away by, believe it or not, Maddie Waldrop. Of course it's Maddie Waldrop. She pushes it, right corner to Ramey, underneath to Waldrop, turning, shooting, she missed. Barton, a nice job defensively, she gets the rebound. Gives it away to Gracie Martin. Martin into the front court, drives to the basket, the floater, got a good look at it, she missed it. Rebound pulled away by Turley. Turley into the front court, going to the basket. Turning, shooting, Martin blocked it away. The officials gonna get her for the foul, and Coach Carrico doesn't like it, neither did the Graves County faithful.
Gracie Martin just picked up her second foul, and the team's third.
Turley to the free throw line for a couple. Her team already up by 6. Make it 7 as Turley gets the friendly roll there. That one hit dead on the front of the rim and bounced up high enough to roll in. 2:17 left in the first quarter. We appreciate you watching as we bring you coverage of the Region 1 tournament here on WKNT Sports. Another opportunity and another big point for Macy Turley. Only an 8th grader, listed at 5'6". She's got several successful years left at Murray High. Hawkins almost turned it over. Kicked out of bounds by Grogan of Murray High. The Lady Eagles will get set to trigger it in. Right in front of the Murray High bench. Wiggins gets it into Martin. A little over 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Lady Eagles struggling offensively. Underneath the West, she turns and shoots and gets one to go. That was a badly needed basket for this Graves County team. Down now only by 6. 1:50 left in the first quarter. Moving with the basketball is House. Kaylee House gives it away. Near side to Grogan. Grogan working one-on-one against West. She'll give it away. Coming up with it is Turley. Turley going to get a screen from Thede as she works to her right, goes to the basket. Heck of a move to the bucket, but she lost control of it. It went out of bounds there. The officials don't think it does. And coming away with it is Martin. Gracie Martin to the basket. She got fouled from behind.
See which one they call it on. There was 2 on her.
Yeah, I think it came
Number
from
34.
behind there.
That's Ramey. That's her first. Team's third. Gracie Martin at the line to shoot the 2.
Lady Eagles normally pretty good from the free throw line. They come into this basketball game as one of the better free throw shooting teams in the region, shooting better than 70% from the line as a team.
Waldrop checks in. House checks out for Murray High.
1:26 left in the first, and Martin missed them both. Wow. Bringing it across the timeline is Ramey for Murray High. Missed opportunity there for the Lady Eagles at the free throw line. Grogan gets it in the corner. The long 3, nothing doing for the 8th grader, but the rebound picked up by Thede, and the senior gets fouled going to the bucket. It's a 6-point contest.
Lindsey Barton, that's going to be her second, team's 4th.
1:13 left in the first quarter. Murray High showing why a lot of folks coming into postseason play thought they might be the best team in Region 1. They're playing like it here tonight.
Bethany Cartwright checks in for Graves County. Barton checks out. Adkins checked in for Graves County, and Martin checked out.
And a miss at the free throw line by Thede, making 2 misses. It remains a 6-point game as Hawkins gets the rebound. Gives it away to Dana Adkins, to Hawkins on the wing. Hawkins back out to Adkins up top. Adkins goes left side to Wiggins. Wiggins to Adkins, right side to Hawkins, in the corner to Cartwright. Cartwright to Dana Adkins, out top to Tori Wiggins, left side to Hawkins. 50 seconds left in the first. Hawkins down the lane, gives way to Wiggins in the corner to Adkins. Dana pulls it out long. Trying to find herself a little bit of space there against that swarming zone Murray D. Talk about great defense. This Murray High team is tough, tough, tough. Hawkins going to try and drive to the basket now, goes up with it. No whistles blown, contact at the rim. The ball is loose, it's tied up. The alternate possession goes to Murray High with 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Graves County down by 6 at the hands of Murray High. Set to trigger it in for Murray is Lily Ramey. She'll get it in the backcourt to Macy Turley, and Dana Adkins going to be guilty of a foul.
Adkins going to pick up her first foul, team's 5th. And Murray High's still got to bring it to full length of the floor. Out of bounds with the ball is Ramey.
28 seconds left in the first. Full court pressure from the Lady Eagles. Inbound pass comes to Turley. Adkins just trying to stay with her as she brings it across the timeline. Turley working to her left, and a touch foul there.
That is a picky one.
against Dana Atkins, and she'll have to come out of the ball game.
That's her second, team 6. Emily Whitnell checks in. Lex Mays checks in for Graves County.
Yeah, bringing Mays in is a good idea. She's one of the better shooters on this
Right.
Lady Eagle team. Might be good for a couple of big threes to get you right back in it. You're only down by a couple of threes if you're Graves County. That's Armstrong in the contest for Murray High, even more height in the ball game. Turley with it out on the left wing for the Lady Tigers. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. She puts up the floater, nothing doing. Lex Mays, smallest girl on the floor, comes away with the rebound, and that'll do it for 1 quarter of play. Murray High on top of Graves County by 6 as we bring you the regional quarterfinals here on WKNT Sports. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Seems like nobody can replicate the mouth-watering goodness of Mama's home cooking, but that just isn't true. They're putting Mama to shame at the Linville General Store. They can fulfill all of your household needs with their grocery and deli sections, but they're much more than a store. They're one of the area's top restaurants with daily lunch specials and weekend dinners featuring everything from rump chicken to prime rib. Open for breakfast and lunch all week and for dinner on Friday and Saturday nights. Grab your appetite and head on out to Highway 94 to the Linville General Store.
Shelter Insurance has covered a lot of miles and a lot of cars and drivers since 1946. We like knowing we have you covered, so you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Agent Steve Jones about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
All right, back at it in the Region 1 Girls Quarterfinals. The Murray High Lady Tigers leading the Lady Eagles of Graves County by 6 points as we head into second quarter action. The Lady Eagles with the basketball, and my partner Tony Henson has your first quarter totals.
For Murray High, it looks like Turley has 2, Waldrop has 5, Grogan has 3, and Ramey has 2. For Graves County, Martin has 2, West has 2, and Hawkins has 2.
Gracie Martin just made a sweet move, but she couldn't finish at the basket. Rebounded by Waldrop. She pushes it to Grogan. Grogan right wing, gets it underneath the basket to Clark, and Clark gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
I believe.
Clark for a couple. Got her headband knocked off. Anytime that headband comes off, they normally call a foul. Just underway here in the second quarter. 7:32 left in the first half. Hannah Clark at the line, the junior center, listed right at 6 foot tall. And she misses the first of a couple free throws. Murray High missed a handful of free throws early.
Right. Olivia Coleman checked back in. Tori Wiggins checks out for Graves County. Clark with 1 more free throw.
Off the back of the rim, and Cartwright gets the rebound. She gives way to Gracie Martin. Martin will bring it across the timeline. Wants to drive, she's going to. Puts it up with the right hand and gets it to fall. Nice move to the basket by Gracie Martin. She did that the play before, the possession before, she just didn't finish. 12-8. Graves County trying to climb back in. Waldrop walks to the basket, puts it up with the right hand and gets fouled underneath.
Olivia Coleman is going to pick up that one. That's her first, team's 8. Tori Wiggins going to check in. Well, they say Coleman's got 2, so I missed it on somebody.
I think she's coming out. Wiggins will come in for her. Waldrop hits that first free toss. Breaking a string of 4 straight missed free throws for Murray High. Now they got a new string going as Waldrop hits a couple. 14-8, Graves County trailing Murray High. Murray High's led pretty much the whole way so far in this one. They try to get it to Mays on the right side, and Waldrop steals it away. Boy, she's a player.
Oh, she is.
Pushes it to Grogan. Grogan right wing. Gives way to Thede, to Waldrop at the free throw line. The long 2, she knocks it down. She's got some range too, Tony.
Sure. She got 9 points already.
8-point contest, 6:40 remaining in the first half. Martin with it left wing for the Lady Eagles. She gets it free throw line to Whitnell. Whitnell right wing to Cartwright. Cartwright turning, shooting, had it blocked away. Rebound struggle for And coming away with it is Maddie Waldrop. I think she blocked it and came up with a loose ball. She gives it away to Turley. Turley pushes it into the corner to Thede. Back to Waldrop. Waldrop to the basket. No, they don't call it an offensive foul. It's a blocking foul called against Graves County. Waldrop will go to the free throw line, and the Lady Eagles will add another foul to their column.
It's going to be called on 24, which would be Lex Mays. That's her first, team's ninth.
Waldrop's taking it to him. She's been one of the top players in the region all year. Had a tough game against Marshall County. That whole Murray High team had a tough game against Marshall County, losing by 20 in the district finals.
Only scoring 24 points in the ball game.
Yeah, which just blows me away. This is a team that doesn't have any trouble scoring, as we've seen here. 17-8. They lead it by 9 with 6:10 remaining here in the first half. Out top, Lady Eagles get it to Gracie Martin. Martin goes right wing to Hawkins. Hawkins drives toward the basket, has it tipped away from her and stolen away from her by Kaylee House. House to Grogan. Grogan gets it in the corner to Ramey. Ramey underneath to Waldrop. Waldrop goes up and gets fouled. Wow. The freshman putting on a clinic, Tony.
That's the 10th team foul. I don't know who they called it on. I couldn't see the official signal.
Maddie Waldrop. She continues to improve, Tony.
Bailey Hawkins picked up the foul. That's the 10th team foul.
She's going to have to get a little bit bigger, but if she continues to improve, she'll play college ball.
Right.
Misses one of those 2 free tosses. But nonetheless, she's given Murray High an 11-point lead. 19-8, Graves County into the front court. Gracie Martin left corner to Cartwright, and a foul called against Murray High. The Graves County faithful seem to be feeling like they've been picked on.
Picked up the foul. That's her second, team's fourth.
Hawkins gets it in the corner to Cartwright. Out top to Martin, to Hawkins. Hawkins to Martin, and a foul call. They're going to get Hawkins for pushing off. 5:38 remaining in the first half. Maybe they are picking on the Lady Eagles.
Give Tori Wiggins.
Okay, it wasn't Hawkins. That's better. Didn't look like Hawkins pushed off, coming around with the basketball. That was away from the ball. Now a little pressure from the Lady Eagles. Waldrop walks with it. Give it right back to Graves County. Graves County needs to go on a run. 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. Tony, it's a crucial point in the basketball game.
It sure is, but there's been 11 fouls called against Graves County in the first half so far, and only 4 called against Murray High. I'm not saying it's being called one-sided, but Murray High is just doing a whole lot better job of blocking shots like that right there.
Absolutely. Waldrop blocks that one away from Taylor West, and now Grogan with it just across the timeline. West trying to disrupt things, doing a nice job defensively over here on the near side. Coming away with it is Hawkins. Going to have an easy lay-in. Graves County needed that. Brings them back within 9 with 5 minutes left in the first half. They're going to put the pressure on. Try to rattle these Murray High youngsters. They've grown up a lot. They've played some good teams this season. There's Turley, the 8th grade guard, bringing it across. Over on the left wing, she's going to drive down the lane. She might have walked with it. Tipped out of bounds. The officials say it's last touched by Graves County. Coach Carrico doesn't agree.
Dede checks back in for Murray High, and Grogan checks out.
4:45 left in the first half. Graves County down by 9. Murray High a lot better offensively than Graves County. Maybe better defensively. Now a foul called against Murray High. Pushing off, trying to get position as the pass came inbounds. Who did it, Tony?
Number 31, which would be Julie Thede. That's her second, team's 5th.
Murray High on defense has been giving Graves County fits.
Right.
Out top with it is Martin. She goes right wing to Hawkins. That's a good look at 3. In and out. Nothing doing. Rebound ripped away by Waldrop. She'll give it away to Thede. Thede into the front court, right corner. Ball goes to Ramey. Back out on the wing to Thede. Out top, now left wing to Turley. Can't get it done from 3-point land, and West gets the rebound. Nice job on the boards by the senior. She gives it away to Martin. Martin drives, now stands left wing, right side. She'll go to Hawkins. Hawkins will drive to the basket, puts up the floater and gets it done. Makes it a 7-point game. And Coach Rochelle Turner says it's too close for comfort. 4:06 left in the first half. We've got timeout on the floor. The Lady Tigers going to talk things over. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back as we bring you the Region 1 quarterfinals here on WKNT Sports.
There's something really interesting going on across the country. People are making the switch from imports to Ford.
Hi folks, it's Al Page at Purchase Ford in Mayfield inviting you to make the switch too. Switch to a 2013 Ford F-150 Super Cab or Ford F-150 Super Crew with up to $8,250 off MSRP with factory rebates or 0% financing for 60 months. Ford F-150, feel the power of EcoBoost technology for best-in-class towing. The switch is on at Purchase Ford in Mayfield, where everyone gets a great deal.
Farming is expensive enough without overpaying for the tools and equipment needed to get the job done. Co-Equipment is this area's source for top quality tractor parts, tires, and accessories. Family owned and operated for over 50 years, the farm equipment experts at Co-Equipment will get you back on the job without breaking the bank. And with a full staff of mechanics, they can repair or service just about anything. Co-Equipment on Highway 94, 1 mile from Tri-City. High quality equipment at a great low price.
7 points the margin as we come out of the timeout. Murray High with the basketball. They have seen what was once an 11-point lead cut down to 7, and now as Waldrop tries to bring it across, she gets fouled.
Bethany Cartwright picks up her second foul, and it's a 2-shot foul from here in for Murray.
How many is that? The 12th on Graves County? Lady Eagles in some foul trouble.
Right.
Trying to keep up with Murray High. I think maybe that speed disadvantage is the issue early on. Graves County a step behind, forced to foul early in this one.
Mays checks in and Bethany checks out with those 2 fouls.
The big question, can Murray High maintain this pace? Because we know Graves County has got plenty of depth. Bringing it across the timeline now is Martin. She'll give way. Right side now underneath to West. West underneath to Wiggins. Wiggins goes up and gets fouled.
Waldrop's going to pick up the foul. That'll be her first foul, team 6. It'll be a 2-shot foul. Tori Wiggins at the line, and she's had problems at the free throw line this year.
3:55 left in the first half. Wiggins at the free throw stripe. Problems. What are you talking about? Nails that first free throw.
I set her the other way, didn't I?
That's well done. We'll say that about everybody. Wiggins with free throw number 2.
There you go.
Doesn't know anything about problems.
Make me a liar.
Makes it a 7-point contest with 3:50 left. Into the front court come the Lady Tigers. That's Ramey. She goes right side to Waldrop. Waldrop from the corner drives along the baseline. They move it around, left wing, it goes to Ramey. She misses the long 2. Rebound ripped away by Martin. She pushes it, goes right wing as she comes across to Hawkins, who drives the lane, goes up and gets fouled. And I like that she was frustrated when it didn't go in, Tony. She was hoping she'd get a chance at 3.
Clark picked up the foul. That's her first, team 7th. And Bailey will be at the line.
Hawkins missing the first of 2 free throws.
Graves County 2 out of 5 at the free throw line now.
Very uncharacteristic of this Lady Eagle team. They've been so good at the line all year, especially Bailey Hawkins.
Right.
21-16, Hawkins splits the free throws. Ramey bringing it across the timeline. Gives way to Waldrop. Waldrop down the lane. She goes left side to House. House clears it out top to Macy Turley. Turley working to her right, guarded by Martin. Now back to her left, spin move. She gets a moving screen there from House. She goes right corner to Ramey. Ramey gives way and driving to the basket is House. She misses. Coming up with a rebound is West. She gets fouled from behind by House.
House is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her first, team's 8th. That's it.
So it should be time to shoot some free throws. Coach Carrico knows it is.
Right.
You better believe it. We'll walk the length of the floor. And Taylor West.
Taylor West will be at the line, I'm sure.
Will toe the free throw line. 3:02 remaining in the first half. Graves County within 5. West can bring them within 3 if she can hit 2 free throws. Got to hit the first to get the second. 1-on-1 situation. She doesn't. Rebound pulled away by Waldrop. Waldrop gives it up to Ramey, and Lily Ramey gets fouled.
Who did they call the foul on?
She'll go to the free throw line for a couple. Foul goes against Bailey Hawkins. I believe that's her second, right, Tony?
That's her second.
Team 50th. 2:58 left in the first half. Handful of fouls called against Grace County early in this one. Like I said earlier, I think they've just been a step behind. They've struggled just to stay with Murray High physically in this one.
15.
See the miss at the free throw line by Ramey. She'll get set for free throw number 2. Still a 5-point game, now a 6-point contest as Ramey splits a couple of free tosses. 2:52 left in the first half. Atkins back in the ball game for Graves County. So is Lex Mays over on the wing. She'll get it underneath to West, out top to Martin, right wing to Atkins. Atkins underneath to Wiggins, a little much on that one, but Wiggins recovers, goes up, puts it in.
Corey Wiggins with a big basket.
Absolutely, it is a 4-point contest with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. You really feel like going into the locker room at halftime with the lead would be huge as Murray High turns it over. No, they say the Lady Eagles tipped it and touched it last.
It was a block shot. Lex Mays got a hand on it.
She was the last paw to touch it. Murray High will get set to trigger it in. They'll do so to Turley. Turley far side, working to her right. She gives it away to Grogan. Grogan gives it to Ramey. Ramey with a jumper along the baseline. Can't get it done, but the rebound pulled down and put back up and in by Hannah Clark. So much size. It's killer. Underneath now is Taylor West for the Lady Eagles. She's double teamed and double fouled. Both of them got it.
Let her shoot 4.
2:05 left in the first half. Who do they charge with it here, Tony?
Either Feedy or Walter, one of the two. It is going to be Walter. That's going to be her second foul, team's 9th.
She's the kind of player you would love to get into some foul trouble.
Right.
West nailing the first of 2 free throws. Makes it a 6-point game. She can cut it right back down to 5 if she can put this one up and in. Tough matchup here in the first round of the region tournament for the Lady Eagles as West misses the second of 2 free throws. Been an up and down night for the Lady Eagles early from the free throw line. It's not what we're used to. Grogan with it out top. She'll give it away to Turley. Turley working one-on-one against Martin. Thought about a 3. Instead, she's going to drive and kick it out left side to Grogan. Grogan works to her right, goes right wing, right to me. Tony, I was ready.
Right.
Came right to us. Out of bounds, give it right back to the Lady Eagles of Graves County High. West triggers it into Martin. Martin across the timeline. Lady Eagles down, but only by 6. 1.5 minutes until halftime. Left corner with it is Mays. To Martin on the wing. Cross court to Adkins. Got an open 3.
Yes!
Knocks it down. Adkins from the right wing makes it a 3-point ball game. Little over a minute left in the first half. Listen to the crowd roar. Grogan tried to get it underneath to Clark and it's stolen away by Wiggins. Wiggins to Martin. Martin's going to bring it across for the Lady Eagles. Top of the key, she tries to go right wing to Adkins and Adkins wasn't there. 59 seconds left in the first half. Lady Eagles turn it over. It's a 3-point game. Graves County trailing Murray High. Graves County's only led once in this one, I believe, Tony.
Right. Grogan checked out, and number 22, House, checked back in for Murray High.
And set to trigger it in there in the backcourt is Ramey. Struggles to do so. It's tipped out of bounds by Graves County. The pressure seems to be getting to these Lady Tigers a little bit, Tony.
It has.
Ramey set to trigger it in. She'll do so to Thiede. Thiede trying to bring it across the timeline. She does. She goes right wing to Ramey. Ramey underneath to Clark. Lex Mays comes up with a steal. She gives it away to Atkins. Atkins to Martin. Martin on the right wing to Atkins. Atkins in the corner. Good look for West. Can't, yes, hits the friendly roll. They count it. It's supposed to be out of bounds when it hits the top of the backboard. They count it. It's a 1-point ball game, 24-23. How about that? Murray High leading Graves County, but maybe not for long. 16 seconds left in the first half. The 8th grader, Turley with the basketball, and it's a
5
5-second violation. The Lady Eagles defensively out-Murraying the Murray High Lady Tigers, giving them a taste of their own medicine, getting in the passing lanes, forcing turnovers, wreaking havoc defensively, and finding a way to score on the other end. Martin with it out top. Working to her left, she'll go left corner to Mays to Martin. Out top to Adkins. Adkins going to get it in the corner to West. West is double teamed, tried to get it back out to Adkins, and it wouldn't have mattered. It was almost stolen away, but that'll do it. For one half of action, half of this game is over, and if the second half is as good as the first, I think I'll stay right here. 24-23, Murray High leading Graves County, but only by a point at the half. Folks, we're bringing it all to you here on WKNT Sports. Thanks to our sponsors. They're the ones bringing it to you. One of our sponsors, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Folks at Farm Bureau Insurance, the agents and staff, they're more than an insurance company. They're friends that you, your kids, and your grandchildren, you're going to see them at church, ball games, restaurants, and other events every single day. They've strived for years to take good care of this community's insurance needs, as well as to support projects in the Graves County community. The staff and agents at Farm Bureau Insurance want to thank all of their existing customers, and they'd like to promise to assist you as a new customer moving forward. Call Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance now at 270-247-4436, or go visit them at their location in Mayfield. That's 1300 Dick Castleman Bypass. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. What a ball game so far in this one, the Region 1 girls quarterfinal. The winner of this one moves on to take on McCracken County in a 3:45 Sunday afternoon contest. The margin gets no slimmer, 24-23 here at the half. We've got halftime coverage coming your way. My partner Tony Henson will have all of your halftime totals, and we'll have a special interview with Murray High head coach Rochelle Turner that we pre-recorded before the tournament. All that and more right after this break here on WKNT Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, located at 1300 Dick Castleman Bypass in Mayfield, now has a drive-through window for your convenience. Whether you're in a hurry or it's pouring down rain, take time to sit down with your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agents totaling 85 years of experience for a comprehensive insurance plan or review. Their friendly staff of licensed CSRs can assist in your auto, home, farm, life, commercial, and other insurance needs. Call 247-4436 or stop by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance in Mayfield.
We sit down, we take the time to talk to you, we listen to you, we figure out what your needs are, and from there, we begin to partner and work with you on a way to help you accomplish and to meet those needs.
We understand that bad things happen to good people, and sometimes it's just a matter of going out there and giving them a little help, and we're willing to do that.
When you think of community banking at its best, we want you to thank FNB.
Since 1985, Grover Tire has been this area's top choice for tires. Family owned and operated from the start, they've passed their friendly style of service down through the generations. The staff at Grover Tire puts your mind at ease with their knowledge about the industry and their desire to meet your exact needs. With top brands like Toyo, Cooper, Michelin, and Mastercraft, Grover Tire will get you riding easy at an affordable rate. Grover Tire, just off of Highway 45 at 20 East Sawyer Road in Hickory.
As energy costs rise, only each of you can control the amount of kilowatt hours you consume at your home each month. The new TVA in-home energy evaluation program offered by West Kentucky RECC can help you understand and take control of your energy usage. The program includes a whole home energy evaluation by a trained professional, followed by a detailed report listing recommended energy efficiency improvements. And better yet, if you implement a certain amount of improvements, you may be eligible for up to $500 in rebates. Contact Johnny Parham or Jamie Sears at our Mayfield office for more details.
Halftime here in the Region 1 quarterfinals. Graves County trailing Murray High 24-23. My partner Tony Henson has all of your halftime totals.
For Murray High, Macy Turley has 2 free throws for 2 points. Maddie Waldrop has 8 rebounds, has 3 field goals. Looks like she's 6 out of 7 at the free throw line. Give her 14. Julie Thede has 4 rebounds, 2 fouls. Liz Grogan has one 3-point basket for 3. Hannah Clark has a field goal for 2. And Lily Ramey has a field goal and a free throw for 3. Murray High with 5 2-point field goals, 1 3-point field goal, and 11 out of 17 at the free throw line. Had them with 10 turnovers and 17 rebounds. For Graves County, looks like Gracie Martin has 4, Taylor West has 5, Hawkins has 7, Tori Wiggins has 4, and Dana Adkins has 3. 8 turnovers and 9 rebounds for Graves County in this first half.
We talked to Murray High head coach Rochelle Turner right after the pairings were announced for this year's Region 1 basketball tournament, and here's what she had to say about this matchup with Graves County in round 1 of the region tourney.
Murray High Lady Tigers head coach Rochelle Turner, kind enough to join us here on the broadcast. Coach Turner, your team coming off a kind of a head-scratching loss coming into this basketball tournament. Talk about what you learned from that loss in the district tourney.
Well, we learned that Marshall County is really good, but we knew that all along, so that wasn't a big secret. But we had a bad quarter. We didn't play well throughout the game, but all the credit goes to them because they made us play bad because they're very, very good, especially defensively. And so we feel like the 4th district is one of the toughest districts every single year. So we just feel blessed and fortunate to be able to be in the regional tournament.
Absolutely. You guys have been the favorite all season long. Your team is absolutely loaded with talent. Talk about how you talk with your kids. How do you teach them to handle these high expectations?
Well, the funny thing is, when you lose a Division I point guard the year before, you think, well, next year's probably going to be a rebuilding year. And then when your senior power forward that has most experience of really anybody returning goes down with an ACL tear, you think, oh, it's really going to be a building year. These kids just grasped onto it and picked up the slack and just really worked hard. And I think that our record and some of the teams that we've beaten, the success we have, has probably accelerated the fact of us being the favorite of any kind. I mean, when you have a 13 and 15-year-old leading you in scoring, I don't care if it's girls basketball or whatever it is, that just goes to show that you're pretty young and that they have probably exceeded most people's expectations. But we feel like we have a talented group, and we feel like that we can beat anybody that we play. We also know that anybody can beat us. So we just take it one day at a time with these kids, try to stay positive, try to keep them in the moment. And I think after the other night, they're going to be hungry coming into Tuesday night.
Coach, you mentioned some of the youth on your basketball team, some of that young talent. How excited does that make you as a head coach? You've had a heck of a season. Like I said, one of the top teams in the region all year long, and you've got some youngsters that have really contributed.
We sure do. We feel really good about the future of our program, but we try to stay in the moment, and the moment is now. And because we have seniors on our basketball team, that we want to extend their season as long as we can, and we want to make sure to give them the opportunities this week that they have given others along the way. So definitely excited. We feel like that our kids work extremely hard and that they deserve everything that they've gotten this year and all the accolades and being considered the favorite and things like that. I think that's special.
Coach, like you definitely considered the favorite coming into this tournament, even though coming off that tough loss in the district tournament. You've seen the drawings now. You've seen the pairings. Not an easy road for your basketball team. How do you get them ready for it?
Well, we get them ready for it by going back to work on ourselves. We got to get our confidence up. We got to go back to doing the things that we were doing that got us to the point that we're in. Drawing Graves County is a tough draw. We seem to find them every year, either in the first round or the second round. And Coach Carrico is one of my best friends, and she does a great job. And I know that I'm going to have to work extremely hard to outwork her this week because she's so competitive, and she's done a great job. Got her first 20-win season this year and really got the girls playing well and moving in the right direction. So we've got our hands full, but we're going to go to work and see what happens.
You guys have played a ton of games within the region this season. Most of the teams here you're going to be fairly familiar with. How does that help you as a coaching staff in preparing?
Well, in some ways, I think it helps because there won't be very many secrets. But in some ways, it's difficult because the more times you've seen somebody and the more times they've seen you, you can only throw so many things at them. But it'll be a chess match, trying to figure out what the best position to put our kids in. They'll try to figure out the best position to put their kids in. But ultimately, it's going to be up to the kids making plays. And us coaches, it's our fault when we lose, and we've got good players when we win. But that's part of being a coach. So. but that's okay. But ultimately, it'll come down to the kids making plays. We do make a few decisions and decide what position to put them in, but it's going to come down to which team plays the best and which team can sustain each other's runs and come out on top.
Well said, Coach Turner. Rochelle Turner, the head coach of the Murray High Lady Tigers. We'll have more for you on WKNT Sports right after this.
My job was going nowhere, and I had had a 2-year degree for many years and had always wanted to go back, and I could not quit my day job because I had a family, and a friend introduced me to Mid-Continent and the Advantage program. I found out I could sit at home on my laptop and still shuttle my kids back and forth to 4-H and to soccer and stay at home and get this degree. I saw a bright future with that.
Sheila Gotti Patchett.
I'm one of thousands that chose Advantage to change my life.
WKNT Sports Game of the Week crew bringing you inside the Region 1 basketball tournament with the official TV partner of the Region 1 tournament, and we're proud to be just that. 24-23. It's a 1-point halftime lead for Murray High, and as we headed into halftime, Tony, all the momentum with the Eagles of Graves County High.
No doubt about it.
Lady Eagles trailed by as many as 11 in the first half of this one. They came soaring back, only down by 1 as we head in to the second half. You feel like the pace, and I've said it since the beginning, Tony, and I can be proven wrong, I feel like the fast pace of this game plays right into the hands of Coach Amy Carrico.
I think so. We've just got a lot of foul trouble, but the young ladies that come off the bench done a fantastic job in that second quarter.
And Grogan with the basketball to start the second half. She'll give it away to Macy Turley of Murray High, and she turns it over. Turley cut to the basket, left the basketball out on the wing.
Right.
It bounced out of bounds, give it right back to the Lady Eagles. Graves County with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time since early in this game. Gracie Martin with it out top. She gives way to Hawkins. Hawkins near side, goes right corner to Cartwright. Cartwright along the baseline.
Wow.
She's double teamed. She's got hands all over her. The ball's tied up, and the alternate possession will stay with Graves County. Is that why you said wow, Tony?
Right. I thought that she was fouled by 2 or 3 different ones in that corner.
There's a difference in a little hand check and a mugging, isn't there? 7.5 minutes left in the third, just underway in the second half. West going to drive to the basket, gives way to Cartwright. Cartwright double teamed underneath, ties it up again. This time it'll go to Murray High. Murray High leading Graves County, but only by a point, and the Lady Eagles going to keep putting this pressure on. It worked for them late in that first half.
They sure did, and I'll tell you what, they're going to have to get more physical, even though they're in foul trouble.
Waldron gets the inbound pass, gives it right back to Turley. Macy Turley brings it across. Over on the right wing, she stands. She has her pocket picked by Martin, and then she fouls Gracie Martin.
Turley picked up her second foul, team's first in the second half.
And as we look up at the big board, Tony, for the first time all night, Murray High has more fouls than Graves County.
Right.
West out top will go left wing. Martin from the left side can't get it done with a 3. Rebounded by Cartwright. She goes up and gets fouled.
Cartwright will go to the free throw line to shoot the 2 shot. Let's see who they call it on. It's going to be a call on 35. That would be Grogan. That's her first foul. Team second. Beth at the free throw line has not scored.
These are her first free throws of the night, right, Tony?
Her first free throws, yes.
This is one of 2 free tosses. We're a minute into the second half. Cartwright filling it up and getting it to go down. Might as well be 0-0, Tony.
Right.
We're tied at 24, 6:50 left in the third quarter. Murray High with the basketball. That's Thede with the basketball on the wing. Goes underneath to Waldrop. She had position. Great look at the basket. That would have been hard for her to miss. Martin comes away with it, pushes it to West. West goes up with the left hand. Can't get it to go, but it was tipped away from her. That's why it was so far off the mark. Last touch by Murray High.
Tori Wiggins checks in. Bethany Cartwright checks out.
6:38 left in the third. Murray High up, but only by 2. Inbound pass comes to Wiggins. Got a good look at 2 from the free throw line. Can't get it done. Rebound struggle for. Tied up in the ultimate possession. Stays with Graves County. Set to trigger it in from underneath their own basket will be Hawkins. Bailey Hawkins going to tie her shoe first. That's a good idea. 6:32 left here in the third quarter. It's a 2-point ball game. These teams so evenly matched, Tony.
They are right now.
They did play once earlier this season, very early in the season. Murray High getting the better of Graves County over at the McCracken County Mustang Madness early in the year. Back in early January. Hawkins with the jumper, doesn't get it to fall, and the rebound ripped away by the 8th grader Turley. Macy Turley across the timeline. She'll go right wing to Thiede, got a good look at three, can't get it done. Rebound struggle for. Clark comes over the back to tip it to her teammate. And Thiede, is that Thiede that got fouled underneath?
They called it on Coleman.
Coleman the culprit.
They called it on Olivia Coleman. That's her second, and the team's first here in the second half.
Set to trigger it in will be Macy Turley. She'll get it into Waldrop. She got a great look at the basket. Waldrop, her footwork is so impressive,
Right.
Tony. She does a great job getting position around the rim. Murray High back up by 4, but Lindsey Barton with an easy look at 2. Makes it a 2-point contest. Graves County still putting on a little bit of pressure as Grogan brings it across. Martin tips it away. Recovering is Thiede. She goes to Grogan, top of the key, left wing to Turley. Turley gives it away. Driving to the basket is Waldrop. Puts it up with everything she's got. Can't get it done. Clark over the back for the rebound. Puts it back up and in. Tony, I may be biased. It's hard for me to understand how that's not coming over the back.
It is me. Even though they're so much bigger than Graves County is, that's still over the back.
If you got position, you got position.
Right.
5:18 left in the third quarter. Barton down in the lane to West, who lays it up and in. Makes it a
Good
2-point
assist.
contest. 5:08 left in the third. Turley with it in the backcourt for Murray High. 5 minutes now left in the third quarter. Macy Turley on the left wing, only in the 8th grade. She's 13 years old as she puts the jumper up and gets it to fall. 4:52 left in the third quarter. Gracie Martin brings it across for Graves County to Hawkins in the corner to Barton. She thought about the long two. Instead, back out to Hawkins on the wing underneath to West, and West gets fouled.
Which one they're going to call it on?
4:44 left in the third. It's a 4-point contest. Graves County trailing Murray High. Graves County hasn't led this contest since very, very early. They were tied one time.
Who did they call it on, do you know?
Early in the second half. Tony, I don't.
The
scoreboard way on top of us here, folks.
Right.
It's hard for us to see what's going on. We'll make all the excuses we can as Graves County needs one, too. They miss another shot. The ball's tipped out of bounds on the struggle for the rebound. Last touch by the Lady Eagles. Inbound pass comes to Waldrop. Maddie Waldrop has ditched the headband. She means business as she comes across the timeline, and she's fouled by Bethany Cartwright.
Cartwright picked up her third foul, team's second.
4:29 left in the third. Graves County down by 4. This is another crucial point in the game, Tony. Which way does it tilt? It's been stagnant at a 4-point contest for the last minute or so.
Right. Lex Mays checks back in. Bethany Cartwright checks out with the 3 fouls.
So Graves County's chosen to go even smaller here. Out top with it is Turley for Murray High. Gets a screen from Thiede, now gives to Thiede out top. Now on the free throw line to Waldrop, who goes to the basket. Excellent job by Barton there. Coming away with the rebound is Hawkins. She pushes it to Martin, and Martin gets fouled going to the basket.
I believe it's going to be, it's on Macy Turley. That's going to be her third foul, team's fourth. And Gracie will be at the free throw line to shoot the 2 free throws. He's been there twice, missed on both occasions.
Tony, Graves County's missed enough free throws to be winning this ball game.
Right.
And Martin not going to be a part of that. Gets this one to go.
She's 1 out of 3.
Improving her percentage with 4:10 left in the third quarter. She hits both of them. It's a 2-point ball game. A little bit of pressure from Graves County. They back out of it as Turley brings it across for the Lady Tigers of Murray High. Turley from the left wing drives, gives down on the low block to Waldrop. Did she double dribble? She walks. The official on the far side in front of Coach Rochelle Turner called a foul. The official on the near side called the walk.
Right. He said it happened beforehand, and he overrules.
Yeah, he's got much better position to make the call. Bringing it across the timeline is Martin. She gives way to Hawkins. Hawkins to West. West right wing. Good look for Lindsey Barton. She can't get it to go. Rebound ripped away by Turley. Turley going to push it to House. Kaylee House out on the wing. She'll go to Thede at the free throw line. The long two's up. Nothing doing. Waldrop comes over the back, and are they going to get her for it? No, they're going to get Graves County for a foul. No such thing as over the back in this one. 3:35 left in the third quarter. Tony, you made a good point earlier, though. Graves County's just got to get a little more physical. This is the way the game's going to be called.
Right. Lindsey Barton's going to pick up her third foul.
And a walk. No, they call a foul against Graves County as Waldrop.
It's going to be another on Lindsey Barton. That's going to be her fourth and the team's fourth.
Waldrop took 5 steps to the basket and got fouled. 3:33 to be exact left in the third quarter. The freshman at the free throw line, missing the first of 2 free throws. She'll get set for free throw number 2. Folks, we appreciate you joining us as we bring you special coverage of the Region 1 basketball tournament here on WKNT Sports, thanks to a whole host of fine local sponsors. Waldrop splits the free tosses, giving her team a 3-point lead. Martin to Hawkins. Hawkins brings it across. Notice Murray doesn't press. They set the defense up in the half court. Hawkins from the right wing. Clears it out top of the key to Martin. Martin's going to drive to the basket, puts it up with the right hand, nothing doing. The rebound ripped away by Waldrop. Waldrop gives it away to Turley. Turley pushes it. That's Ramey. Ramey with a long 2, knocks it down. Lead back out to 5 for Murray High. Martin with it top of the key. Ramey reached in against her. She comes away from Ramey, goes left side to West. Now back out top to West. Underneath, it goes to Cartwright, and Cartwright gets fouled.
It's going to be called on Waldrop. That's her third, team's 5th. It'll be a 2-shot foul. Cartwright at the line to shoot 2. She's been there twice, hit 1 out of 2.
Without a doubt, this is so far, Tony, been the worst free throw shooting night we've seen this season from Graves County. Could not have come at a worse time, and Cartwright trying to change that statement, hitting the first of a couple of free throws, makes it a 4-point ball game. She can cut it to 3.
Atkins checks in for Graves County, and Clark checks back in for Murray High.
Eyes it, flies it, and buys it.
Yes.
35-32. 2:50 left in the third quarter. Tons of basketball left to be played here. Ramey into the front court for Murray High. Throws it away. No, they say it was tipped. Maybe Taylor West tipped it there.
Evidently Taylor West was the last.
She tried to get it to Thede. Set to trigger it in will be Ramey right in front of the scorer's table. She'll clear it back into the backcourt to Macy Turley. Turley brings it across, working against Dana Atkins. Atkins, one of the hardest working defenders in Region 1. Turley goes left wing to Ramey. Ramey to Thede. And an offensive foul called against Murray High. Who do they get for pushing
22,
off?
I believe. That would be House.
And Kaylee House, the culprit.
That's her second, team 6.
How could they miss her with those bright pink shoelaces?
Right.
Atkins brings it across, goes to Mays, back to Atkins. Atkins to Mays in the corner for 3. Off the back of the rim, nothing doing. Rebound ripped away by Thede. Thede gives it away to Turley. Murray High into the front court. Turley working her way to the basket, now backs it back out. Way out, letting a little air out of it with 1:55 left in the third quarter. Murray High with a 3-point lead. Ramey with it on the left wing. Ramey drives to the free throw line. Thought about the long 2. Instead, she gives way to Clark. Clark back out to Ramey. Ramey tried to get it underneath to Clark, and Cartwright tips it away. Coming away with it is Hawkins. Hawkins into the front court. Bailey to West. West back through the defense, and they
call her for a walk.
She was dribbling. I saw her dribbling.
Right. They called her for a walk.
1:30 left in the third. Here come the Lady Tigers. Turley brings it across the timeline. Over on the left wing. She'll go top of the key to Ramey. Ramey for three. She missed it. Rebound ripped away by Dana Atkins. Atkins going to bring it into the front court. Left side, she'll go to Lex Mays. Cross court to Hawkins. Bailey Hawkins for three. She got him! Hawkins just tied the game. 1:04 left in the third. Graves County pressing. Thiede breaks it. Gets it across the timeline. She's going to the basket. Tried to clear it back out right wing to Ramey. She put too much on it. The Graves County pressure rattled her. Give it right back to the Lady Eagles, and Coach Rochelle Turner going to use a quick 30-second timeout. It might as well be nothing to nothing with 57 seconds left in the third quarter. We're right back where we started. We'll take a quick break for our sponsors. We'll be right back here on WKNT Sports.
At First Kentucky Investment and Insurance Services, we are committed to helping our clients turn their aspirations and financial dreams into realities. Our dedication is firmly rooted in our goal to provide high-quality, comprehensive financial services in an atmosphere that allows us to get to know you better, your family, your business, your financial goals, and your investment needs. Call us or visit our office inside the lobby of the First Kentucky Bank and let us help you with all of your financial needs.
Graves County with the basketball coming out of the timeout, all tied with Murray High at 35 apiece. These are two of the top teams in the region playing in the first round of the Region 1 basketball tournament, the girls' quarterfinals here on WKNT Sports. Dana Atkins gives way to Bailey Hawkins, right back to Atkins. Atkins skips it across to Hawkins. Hawkins back to Atkins on the left wing, into the corner to Lex Mays. Back out on the wing to Atkins, now out top to Hawkins. 27 seconds left in the third. Lady Eagles playing a quick game of keep away.
Right, they're going to go for the last shot.
Atkins with some fancy schmancy dribbling there. She'll go right back across court to Hawkins, to Atkins. Hawkins says run it. Right side to Hawkins. It went to her shoelaces. She almost lost control, but coming back up with it is West. West to Mays. Over on the left wing, right side to Hawkins. Hawkins in the corner to Cartwright. A good looking three. She got it. Graves County has taken their first lead since very early in this game. They lead it by 3 as we head into the fourth and final quarter of play here on WKNT Sports, this year's home for the Region 1 basketball tournament on television. We'll take a quick break for our sponsors. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter after this.
Your YMCA is putting Christian principles into practice, helping you build a healthier spirit, mind, and body. With a state-of-the-art local fitness facility featuring cardio equipment, free weights, a walking track, and a pool, your local YMCA has all the right components for empowering you to learn, grow, and thrive. They have year-round programs for students, seniors, and families, plus they offer scholarships to make healthy living available to everyone. Your YMCA at 1545 Cuba Road in Mayfield.
Seems like nobody can replicate the mouth-watering goodness of Mama's home cooking, but that just isn't true. They're putting Mama to shame at the Linville General Store. They can fulfill all of your household needs with their grocery and deli sections, but they're much more than a store. They're one of the area's top restaurants with daily lunch specials and weekend dinners featuring everything from rump chicken to prime rib. Open for breakfast and lunch all week and for dinner on Friday and Saturday nights. Grab your appetite and head on out to Highway 94 to the Linville General Store.
Murray High trailing by 3 with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. Maddie Waldrop underneath. She's double teamed, but still finds a way to score. Tony, I cannot imagine 3 more years of her in Region 1. Gracie Martin with it. She'll go right wing to Hawkins, in the corner to Cartwright, to Hawkins, underneath to West, back out to Cartwright, back to Hawkins. Hawkins into the corner. She'll give it to West. West cutting to the basket. An excellent move to the bucket. She can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up and in, and she got fouled.
Going to be called on Grogan. That's going to be her second. Team 7th, according to my book. And West will be at the free throw line to shoot the 1 free throw.
7:26 left in the contest. West missed the 1 free throw. Lady Eagles lead it, but they only lead it by 3, 40-37. The 8th grader, Macy Turley, brings it across for the Lady Tigers of Murray High. Waldrop working hard for position inside. It doesn't go to her. It goes right wing to Grogan. Grogan, we got a 3-second violation?
No, we got a foul away from the ball.
We hadn't seen that 3-second violation called all season. The foul's going to go against the Lady Eagles. Who do they get, Tony?
Tori Wiggins, that's her second, team's fifth.
That's almost not a fair fight there underneath the basket. Waldrop doing a lot of pushing and shoving herself down there.
House checked back in for Murray High.
Turley gets it into Waldrop out on the wing. Waldrop trying to direct traffic. Going to move with the basketball. She'll go up with the right hand. She got fouled and she got it to go. She's got an opportunity to tie the game if she can hit one free throw with 6:58 left in the contest. What a ball game. They get Wiggins, I think, on the foul.
They get Wiggins.
Couple of quickies on her. All of a sudden, I think she's got 3. And we've got a tie ball game as Waldrop hits the free toss. Hawkins brings it across, gives way to Gracie Martin. Martin on the left wing. She drives towards the basket. Now back out to the corner. It'll go to West on the wing. Now back to Martin in the corner. Now right wing it comes to Hawkins. Hawkins top of the key to West. Left wing to Martin. Gracie Martin going to drive down on the baseline. Goes right wing to Hawkins. Got a great look at 3. She missed it. Rebound struggle for. Martin comes up with it. Turns, shoots, misses. Rebound struggle for yet again. Tipped out of bounds. The officials say last touch by Murray High. Took them a long time to say that, but that is what they say. 6:24 left in the contest. We're all tied at 40 points apiece. Graves County set to trigger it in. They'll do so to Cartwright. Cartwright top of the key to Martin. Now left wing to Hawkins. Now back out top to Gracie Martin. 6:14 left. We're all tied at 40. Hawkins left wing. Top of the key to Gracie Martin. Left wing to Bailey Hawkins. Hawkins drives down the lane, puts up the runner and gets it to go. 6 minutes left. Graves County up, but only by 2. Back and forth we go in this one. Bringing it across the timeline will be Turley. She'll go left wing to Waldrop. Waldrop backing down against Cartwright, puts up the jumper and gets it to go. Wow, I'm so impressed with the freshman, no matter what happens.
Right, she is a ball player.
She's one of the top players in the region, and a timeout called by Graves County head coach Amy Carrico. We're all tied at 42. 5:38 left in this basketball contest, and we're proud to be bringing it to you here on WKNT Sports, thanks to a host of great sponsors. We'll take a quick break for those sponsors, and we'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Kalani with Bariatrics at Jackson Purchase. Our goal for you is to feel better, be happier, and live longer.
I'm Sue, and after receiving the gastric sleeve at Jackson Purchase, I have lost 65 pounds in 3 months. The staff has treated me like family, and with family, you only want the best.
I'm Wendy, Sue's daughter. After seeing her dramatic change, I decided to have the same procedure. After 1 week, I've lost 10 pounds. You can follow my story on Facebook.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Creating comfort one home at a time. Call the folks at James Smith Heating and Cooling for all of your heating and cooling needs.
Back on the sideline, the Region 1 quarterfinals. Graves County taking on Murray High. The winner gets McCracken County in a Sunday afternoon semifinal contest. The loser's done for the year. Out top with it is Martin. She goes right wing to Hawkins. Back to Martin at the top of the key. To Hawkins at the right wing. Underneath to Cartwright. Deeper underneath to Wiggins. She goes up, has it blocked away by Waldrop. Loose ball. It's on the floor. It's tied up in the possession arrow. No, a timeout called by Graves County. They must have had possession.
Evidently.
They get the 30-second timeout. 5:14 left in this basketball game. We're all tied at 42, and you're watching it here on WKNT Sports thanks to our list of friendly sponsors. One of those sponsors, Gibson's Pharmacy. Folks at Gibson's Pharmacy, they'll take care of all of your medicinal needs with an unlimited line of pharmaceuticals as well as diabetic supplies and lift chairs. Also, you don't want to skip their gift shop. You don't have to be sick to head to Gibson's. They feature everything from UK gear to name brand clothing. Gibson's, they're your good neighbor pharmacy at 715 East Broadway in Mayfield. They're huge supporters of local athletics here on WKNT Sports. A little over 5 minutes left. Tony, it's anybody's game.
You better believe that.
Left side with it is Martin. She'll give way to Hawkins. Hawkins free throw line to West. West has it stolen away from her, tipped away, and now stolen away. Macy Turley into the front court. She struggles to maintain the handle. Gives way to Grogan, who fires up a three and knocks it down. You just never know when the momentum's going to shift.
Right.
Grogan with the big triple. 4:45 left in this contest. Graves County trailing by 3 with the basketball. Hawkins to the bucket. Did she get fouled underneath or did she walk? Could have gone either way. There was contact, but she did shuffle her feet. Goes against Graves County. They turn it over on the walk, give it right back to Murray High. Lady Tigers leading by 3. Out top with it is Thede. Thede working to her right, puts it up with the right hand and can't get it done.
Tori
But
Wiggins.
she got fouled by Tori Wiggins. Yes, sir.
Going to pick up her 4th, team 7th. And Thede will be at the free throw line. Thede has not scored, has been at the free throw line twice, missed on both occasions, but makes the front end.
Got the friendly roll and hit every part of the rim, but she got it to go down. 4:27 left in this basketball contest. 46, now 47 to 42. It's a 5-point lead yet again for Murray High. The Lady Eagles of Graves County, they've been up in this one.
Right.
But they've struggled to be over the hump. Left side with it is Martin. She'll get it left corner to Coleman, to Martin. Lady Eagles needing the bucket. Hawkins, right corner to Coleman for 3. Bounced up high off the rim, and she couldn't get it to go. Waldrop with the rebound. Going to push it to Thede. Thede on the right corner has it stolen away. She was double teamed, and she threw it right into the hands of Bethany Cartwright. Now Hawkins with it. She gives way to West. Left wing to Cartwright. Left corner. Ball goes to Martin. Jumper no good on the baseline. Rebound ripped away by Kaylee House. House will push it to Thede. Thede doesn't get to do anything before a foul's called against Graves County.
Going to call Bethany Cartwright. That's her 4th, team's 8th.
I'll say this, Tony, the officials have been active in this one.
Right.
3:36 left in the ball game. Heading to the line will be Maddie Waldrop with an opportunity to add to what is an unbelievable night for the freshman. I say unbelievable. She's had nights like this all year.
Right.
And she misses the first of the 1-and-1. Cartwright's hurt, struggling to get up as she went down hard. She grits her teeth as she comes back across the timeline. Lady Eagles with it. Martin out top. We'll go right wing to Hawkins. Hawkins looks underneath. Nobody's there. She'll go out top to Gracie Martin. Martin in the right corner to Hawkins. Hawkins drives to the basket, puts it up with the right hand. Can't get it done. Gets her own rebound. No, a foul called. Who do they get? Do they get Hawkins pushing off?
I don't know.
Trying to get room on the rebound? I think so. No, it doesn't. Doesn't go against Hawkins.
Coleman.
Goes against Coleman.
Olivia picked up her 3rd, team's 9th. And Grogan will be at the free throw line to shoot the 1 and a bonus.
In a tight game like this, you hate to say it, but somebody's season is about to be over.
Right.
Grogan hitting the first of the 1-and-1. She'll get set for her bonus free toss. 3:10 left. Murray High expanding their lead. They lead it now by 49, a 7-point lead for Murray High. Tony, does Graves County have another run in them?
I don't know.
We'll find out. We're headed down
In
the
a few
home
minutes.
stretch. The WKNT Sports Game of the Week bringing you inside the Region 1 basketball tournament. We'll take a quick 30-second break for our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Knowledge, convenience, and affordability are three things wisely considered when choosing a pharmacist. Gibson's Pharmacy offers you all of that, plus the comfort of dealing with a locally owned business founded on solid Christian values. At Gibson's, they'll take care of all your medicinal needs with an unlimited supply of pharmaceuticals, as well as diabetic supplies and lift chairs. Also, don't skip their gift shop featuring everything from UK gear to name brand clothing. Gibson's, your good neighbor pharmacy, at 715 East Broadway in Mayfield.
For the best service and parts support for your equipment, rely on H&R AgriPower, your premier Case IH dealer. H&R AgriPower has over 45 trained service technicians, and our mobile service trucks will come to your farm. Plus, H&R AgriPower's huge parts inventory and daily parts delivery between our locations means you get the parts you need fast. For service and parts support, turn to your local Case IH dealer. H&R AgriPower, the power to get you more.
Graves County with the basketball coming out of the Murray High timeout. You got to feel like Coach Turner just letting their team know that Graves County's not going to give up.
Right.
They'll make another run. We'll see if they will. 3 minutes left. Lady Eagles down by 7. Cartwright with it at the free throw line. She's going to turn and shoot. Can't get it to fall. Waldrop with the rebound. She's got a double-double, I guarantee you.
She got 12 rebounds and 19, 21, 23, 25, 26 points.
49 to 42. Waldrop's team with a 7-point lead. The Murray High Lady Tigers with 2:35 left in the contest. They're in a good spot. Grogan with it right wing. She started this run, hitting a big three. Ball's tied up underneath. Graves County going to get possession. Hawkins tied it up. Bailey Hawkins is a competitor, Tony.
Adkins checks in. Olivia Coleman checks out.
2:29 left to decide it. Winner go home time. Loser of this one is done. The winner moves on to the semifinals to take on McCracken County on Sunday afternoon. Taylor West underneath. Goes up with the right hand and gets fouled.
Going to be called on Walter.
And
that's going to be her fourth.
Is on the hardwood. She came down hard after that foul. Holding her left leg. It's happened right in front of us, and she's hurt. I'm telling you, she's not.
I think she's got a cramp.
Any pressure on that left leg.
Nope.
Yeah, her face does not look encouraging.
I agree with you.
It really doesn't. Is she going to try to stay in the ball game? Surely not. Maybe it is a cramp.
I think she's got a cramp. House is going to check in for her.
Maybe it is a cramp. She seems to be stretching it out there.
It is.
You know, at the time, nothing hurts worse than a cramp, Tony.
No way.
And as out of shape as I am, I get them getting up to go to the refrigerator. 2:17 left in this contest. Taylor West to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Graves County's left too many free throws on the table here tonight.
You better do that.
West gets that one to go. She'll get set for free throw number 2. Graves County, it's a 2-possession game right now. They're within 6. West can make it a 5-point contest. She can't. Misses her second free throw. Now Grogan with it in the backcourt. Still plenty of time. 2:10 left in this one. Grogan brings it across. We've seen Murray with some droughts scoring-wise throughout this contest. If you're a Graves County fan, you'd like to see them have one here.
Right.
Turley with it out top. Not going to get in any hurry, working against Gracie Martin. Pushes off as she comes around the right side. A foul called against Graves County. Who do they get?
They'll get
Looks
Taylor
like they
West.
get West. Yep.
That's her first, team's 10th. And Macy Turley will be at the free throw line to shoot the 2 free throws.
What's she done on the day from the free throw
2 out of
line?
2, 3 out of 3.
Only gets better.
Right.
A minute 54 left, a 7-point lead. Yet again for Murray High, and Lex Mays back into the contest for Graves County. Dana Adkins checking out. Graves County looking for somebody that can hit the deep 3 ball.
Right.
Down by 7 late in this one, now down by 8. 51-43, a minute 52 left. This was a tough draw for Graves County. Murray High in the first round of the Region 1 basketball tournament. Left side with it is Martin. She puts up the floater, can't get it done. Rebounded out long by West. She'll go right wing to Hawkins. Hawkins gonna drive to the basket, puts it up with the right hand, gets fouled by Julie Thiede.
Thiede just picked up her 3rd foul, team's 9th. And Hawkins will be at the free throw line to shoot the 2.
Coach Carrico gonna sub the defense back in. Dana Adkins and Emily Whitnell set to check back in. Hawkins for a couple at the free throw line, gets the first of 2 to go. Makes it a 7-point contest. She can cut it back down to 2 possessions with this one. This is an important free throw.
Right.
Still plenty of time left, 1:36.
Waldrop checks back in. He just had a cramp.
Got the cramp worked out. I'm glad that's all it was. I wish it was a cramp that could have kept her out the rest of the game. If you're Graves County fans, you do. 1:36 left in this one. It's a 6-point contest. Little full court pressure from Graves County as Murray High tries to break it. Waldrop with it in the backcourt. She's in trouble. She picked up her dribble. She's having a hard time. Outlet pass to Thiede. Thiede trying to bring it across. 10-second violation. The Lady Eagles forced a turnover when they needed it most.
Lex Mays and Bailey Hawkins checks back in. Whitnell and Adkins checks out. Offense, defense, change.
Tony, this could be true the rest of the way, but you got to feel like that this possession, the most important possession for Graves County, and we've got timeout on the floor. I don't know who called it.
30-second, I think Murray High did.
Coach Turner, Rochelle Turner of Murray High with a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with her. We'll be right back with more after this on WKNT Sports.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. Call me, Kevin Kurtzinger in Mayfield or Murray at 270-247-2919 or 270-762-1030.
51-45, a 6-point lead for Murray High. Wait a second. I thought Graves County just forced a 10-second violation.
I did too.
1:16 left in this basketball game. Was that the deal? Was Coach Turner trying to call timeout?
Evidently.
Wow.
Bethany Cartwright just fouled out with
Cartwright
1 minute and 16 seconds to go.
Ejected as she heads to the bench. She's had a rough night in several different ways. She's worked hard. She's had a good season, that's for sure.
You
Bethany
better
Cartwright, the junior's got some positive days ahead of herself. Waldrop at the free throw line. Speaking of positive days ahead of herself, Addie Waldrop, heck of a player, but she missed that first of 2 free throws. Making one is important, because that would make it a 3-possession game.
And it does.
7-point contest with 1:15 left. Gracie Martin with it out top. Grace County's got to get a shot up. They need to get one up quick. Right corner to Adkins. Out top to Martin. 1:05 left. Right wing to Hawkins for 3. Man, that was a good look, but she couldn't get it to go. And a foul underneath. Going to go against Murray High. Wow.
Thiede going to pick up her 4th foul, team's 10th. And Lex Mays will be at the free throw line to shoot the 2 free throws.
Mays been a pretty good free throw shooter at times this season. Looks good on that one. Makes it a 6-point contest. 1 minute and 1 second left. Not over till it's over. Murray High in good shape as we head down the stretch in this one. It's a 5-point game now. 52-47. A minute and a second left. And the home run ball to Waldrop. She goes up with it. Couldn't get it to go, but she got fouled. And the high fives are starting to get passed around over on that Murray High sideline. Coach Rochelle Turner, she's been in the Region 1 championship game in each of the last 4 years. Murray High won the region title in 2010. They've been in the championship game and lost there in 2011, 2012, and 2013. They got a team this season that just might win it all.
Very possible.
Waldrop at the free throw line gets it to go, both of them. Makes it a 7-point game yet again. 56 seconds left, and the directive from Coach Rochelle Turner of Murray High, don't foul. Waldrop does a nice job of not doing that as she blocks away the shot and then gets fouled by Dana Atkins. Graves County trying to hang on to their season for just a few more moments. 48 seconds left in the basketball game. Waldrop to the free throw line. Graves County's not going to know how to take this, Tony.
No way.
They've won 11 straight games. They haven't lost since back in mid-January.
Right.
Waldrop missing the first of 2 free throws. 48 seconds left. Waldrop gets set for free throw number 2, misses it off the back of the rim. West gets the rebound. 7-point contest. And a foul called.
No, they didn't call a foul.
They just say out of bounds. A rock-hard collision at midcourt. Julie Thiede, the senior. Something hurts. She looks unhappy. And in for her will come Kaylee House as Thiede moves to the sideline slowly. Hope she's okay. 42 seconds left. Murray High with a 7-point lead over Graves County. Set to trigger it in will be Grogan. She'll get it in the backcourt to Maddie Waldrop. Waldrop gets fouled by Taylor West.
West picked up her 3rd foul and will walk to the other end to shoot the 2 free throws. And it'll be Maddie Waldrop who'll shoot 2 free throws again.
You know, all of the cramps and the issues that we're having late in this game are a great indicator of just how hard fought this contest has been on both sides. Maddie Waldrop's one of the best women's basketball players, Tony. At least in this performance, I feel like I've ever seen at this level.
She is an outstanding ball player, especially for a freshman.
You know, it doesn't do her justice to throw around hyperbole like that. She's really an outstanding player. Only a freshman, splits those free tosses. She's got a boatload of points tonight. Gracie Martin goes up and gets fouled on the other end for the Lady Eagles. 33 seconds left in this basketball game. Murray High taking on Graves County, up 55-47. Gracie Martin an opportunity to cut that Murray High lead. Martin nailing the first of a couple of free throws, gets set for free throw number 2. And Tony, the free throw line has been a treacherous place for Graves County.
Right, Hannah Clark just checked back in.
Been a great place for them all season, but tonight, not so much. You wonder how much the layover, Tony, with all this snow and ice, these kids hadn't played for over a week. You wonder how much that's hurt this Graves County team.
It hadn't helped any.
You know, they really at times hadn't even been able to practice.
Right.
Because of all the treacherous road conditions. Waldrop will step back to the free throw line. With 31 seconds left, an opportunity just to pad her stellar stat line. Nailing free throw number 1, increasing Murray High's lead. The final score not going to be indicative of how great this basketball game was. Waldrop hits them both, and it's a 9-point lead for Murray High. Murray High far from 9 points better than Graves County tonight. Lex Mays hits a 3. That's gonna even that margin up a little bit.
Right.
57-51. 25 seconds left and a timeout called. Graves County's within 2 threes of tying this game. They're going to call a timeout, talk things over. Do they have a miracle left in them? We'll find out after this break here on WKNT Sports.
There's something really interesting going on across the country. People are making the switch from imports to Ford.
Hi folks, it's Al Page at Purchase Ford in Mayfield inviting you to make the switch too. Switch to a 2013 Ford F-150 Super Cab or Ford F-150 Super Crew with up to $8,250 off MSRP with factory rebates or 0% financing for 60 months. Ford F-150, feel the power of EcoBoost technology for best-in-class towing. The switch is on at Purchase Ford in Mayfield where everyone gets a great deal.
We're headed right down to the nitty-gritty in this one. 24 seconds left and Graves County playing the foul game. Like I said earlier, just trying to hold on to every last second of their season. Don't want to leave any doubt on the table.
Right. Atkins picked up the foul, and Grogan will be at the line to shoot the 2. She's 2 out of 2 at the line.
She was the one that sparked the last, and before it's all said and done, we'll call it the final Murray High run. Grogan hit that big 3 that broke the last tie.
Bethany Armstrong checked in for Murray High.
Splits the 2 free throws, makes it a 7-point game. She just needed one of those free throws just to make that margin 3 possessions instead of 2. Driving to the basket is Hawkins. They're going to let her have 2 there. It's a 5-point game now. Graves County going to call another. Now they're going to call a full timeout with 16 seconds left in this basketball game. You're watching the Region 1 basketball tournament here on WKNT Sports. Girls quarterfinal action brought to you by the Linville General Store. Folks, they're putting Mama's home cooking to shame out at the Linville General Store. They can fulfill all of your household needs. They got a great grocery and deli section, but they're much more than just a store. They're one of the area's top restaurants with daily lunch specials and weekend dinners featuring everything from all-you-can-eat fried catfish to prime rib. Open for breakfast and lunch all week, for dinner and for dinner on Friday and Saturday night. Breakfast and lunch all week, and for dinner on Friday and Saturday night. Grab your appetite and head on out to Highway 94 to the Linville General Store. We're proud to be here bringing you the action on WKNT Sports. Tony, your thoughts as we head down the stretch in this one. 2 very good basketball teams. It's really a shame they had to play in the first round of the region tournament.
Right.
This should be the region championship
It
game.
either ought to be the championship game or your semifinals.
16 seconds left. Murray High just needs to get the ball in. Ramey tasked with doing so, and quickly a foul against Taylor West as the ball came in. It's going to be Waldrop again going to the free throw line.
Picked up her 4th.
14 seconds left. Waldrop with these free tosses. Like I said earlier, just padding what is already an unbelievable stat line.
This is the 23rd and 24th free throw that she shot tonight.
She's gotten a lot of them at the free throw line. She's over 30 points, is she not?
Oh, yes.
Tony says, oh, yeah. 14 seconds left.
She's got 16 points at the free throw line.
She splits those free tosses. Her percentage is not that great. Right side is Hawkins for 3. Gets it. Graves County now within 3 with 7 seconds left. There's still a little bit of light. The door's still slightly open, but it's close to closing. 7 seconds left. It's a 3-point ball game. This is a full timeout. We're headed down the stretch in this one. Graves County refusing to quit, and I like that, Tony. We'll take a quick 30-second break for our sponsors, and we'll be right back here on WKNT Sports after this.
Waldrop got 13 rebounds and 32 points.
Animal lovers and clothing shopaholics find common ground at Clark's Feed Store.
From Victor Premium Dog Food to McCauley's Horse Feed, Clark's has all of the products and expertise to make sure your animals are happy and healthy.
And once the critters are fed, it's time to indulge yourself with Clark's huge selection of jeans, vests, jewelry, and boots.
With name brands like Twisted X, Stand Post, and Stetson, Clark's Feed boasts this area's largest boot selection.
From feed to fashion, it's Clark's Feed Store at 1104 Highway 45 North in Mayfield.
And online at clarksfeedstore.com.
Headed down the stretch in this one, WKNT Sports bringing you coverage of the Region 1 basketball tournament. We've had a lot of fun doing so, and this has been the best game in the Region 1 tourney thus far. Ball comes into Maddie Waldrop, and she gets clobbered. Don't know who they're going to get on the foul here. It's going to be
either one.
Hawkins
It's going to be
West.
They're going to foul out, I think.
Both of them with 4 fouls.
I think. No, they're going to get Bailey Hawkins. That's her 3rd.
Okay, that'll work. 5 seconds left, 5.1 to be exact. Waldrop to the free throw line. If she hits 1, she really makes things tough on the Lady Eagles, but she missed the first of 2. She's been up and down at the free throw line. She scored a handful of points there, but her percentage has not been great. She's had all kinds of opportunities. 59 to 56. Here's a full timeout called by Murray High. And as they do so, it's time for us to thank another one of our fine sponsors responsible for bringing you Region 1 tournament coverage here on WKNT Sports. We couldn't have done it without our friends at Clark's Feed Store. Folks, from Victor Premium Dog Food to McCauley's Horse Feed, Clark's Feed Store has all the products and expertise to make sure your animals are happy and healthy. But they're much more than a feed store with a huge selection of jeans, vests, jewelry, and boots. They've got name brand boots like Twisted X, Dan Post, and Stetson. As a matter of fact, Clark's Feed Store boasts this area's largest boot selection. From feed to fashion, it's Clark's Feed Store at 1104 Highway 45 North in Mayfield and online at clarksfeedstore.com. 3 points, the margin, 59 to 56. The free throw line is the spot. Maddie Waldrop is our character. With 5 seconds left, she's got an opportunity to make things tougher on Graves County. The Lady Eagles can still tie it if she misses. If not, they'll have to get fouled shooting a three, which Coach Turner will strangle one of her players if they do it. Ball tipped out of bounds as they try and get it across to Hawkins. Last touch by Grogan. It's a 4-point game. Coleman gets it in to Martin. Martin out top to West, and West misses a three at the buzzer. 4 points the margin as the Murray High Lady Tigers are just good enough. 60 to 56, the final score. The Lady Tigers just good enough to take down a Lady Eagle team that had won 11 straight games coming into this Region 1 basketball tournament. 60 to 56, the final score. It went back and forth all night long. It was a game of runs. Graves County trailed by as many as 11 in the first half. They came back. They trailed by only 1 at halftime. They led by as many as 5 in the second half, and they lose it tonight, 60 to 56, the final score. My partner Tony Henson has all of your final totals.
For Murray High, Macy Turley had 3 rebounds, 1 field goal, 4 out of 4 at the line for 6 points. Maddie Waldrop had 13 rebounds, 8 regular field goals, 18 out of 26 at the free throw line for 34. Julie Thede had 6 rebounds, 2 out of 4 at the line for 2. Liz Grogan had 2 3-point baskets, 3 out of 4 at the line for 9. Hannah Clark had 4 rebounds, 2 field goals, 0 for 2 at the line for 4. And Lily Ramey had 2 field goals, 1 out of 2 at the line for 5. Murray High had 13 regular field goals, 2 3-point baskets, and they hit 28 out of 42 at the free throw line. Had them with 19 turnovers, but 28 big rebounds. For Graves County, Gracie Martin with 5 rebounds, 2 field goals, 3 out of 6 at the line for 7. Bethany Cartwright with 3 rebounds, had fouled out with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go, had a 3-point basket, 3 out of 4 at the line for 6. Taylor West had 3 rebounds, had 4 field goals, 1 3-point basket, 3 out of 4 at the line for 14. Tori Wiggins had 1 regular field goal, 2 out of 2 at the line for 4. Lindsey Barton had a field goal for 2. Lex Mays had a 3-point basket, 2 out of 2 at the line for 5. And Dana Adkins had a 3-point basket for 3. Graves County had 12 regular field goals, 4 3-point baskets, and 15 out of 24 at the free throw line. Had them with 15 turnovers on the night, but only 17 rebounds. As Murray High wins it, I didn't even get the final, 60 to 56.
Yes, sir, 60 to 56, the final score. And Tony, the free throw line, a place where Graves County has been so good so much this season, all season long. We saw them flourish there tonight. 15 of 25 from the free throw stripe, 60% on the night. That's 10% lower than what they came in as a team shooting coming into the tournament. We appreciate you folks joining us tonight here on the WKNT Sports Game of the Week as we bring you inside the Region 1 basketball tournament. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. Big thank you now to Purchase Ford. People across the nation are making the switch from imports to Ford, and the folks at Purchase Ford are here to help with the Ford F-150 Super Cab and the F-150 Super Crew at up to $8,000 off MSRP. or get 0% financing for 60 months for a limited time. Purchase Ford just off the Parkway at exit 25, where everybody gets a great deal. And Tony, our sponsors are always great. They're the reason that we're here. And one of our sponsors, the WK&T Technology Store, and you have to choose tonight's WK&T Tech Store player of the game.
I'm going to make 2 players of the game. I'm going to have one for Murray High, and I'm going to have one for Graves County.
Hey, it is your world, Tony.
Bailey
I'm just living in it.
Bailey Hawkins is going to be the one for Graves County with 4 regular field goals, 1 3-point basket, 3 out of 4 at the line for 14 points, had 2 rebounds to go with that. And Maddie Waldrop with 13 rebounds, 8 regular field goals, 18 out of 26, 34 big points. There's your 2 players of the game, Maddie Waldrop and Bailey Hawkins.
You look at the body of work. Bailey Hawkins has had a heck of a season for the Graves County High School Lady Eagles, and her body of work very impressive. She had a great game as well tonight. And, of course, Maddie Waldrop for the Murray High Lady Tigers, doing great things. She has throughout the season, and she had an outstanding night this evening. We've had lots of fine folks involved with our broadcast. A big thank you, as always, to our head man, our head coach, our director of broadcasting, Chris Adams. He always does a nice job getting us on the air, making us look good. A big thank you to you, my partner, Tony Henson, and also to Murray High head coach Rochelle Turner for joining us as part of our broadcast tonight. We've had a lot of fine folks involved, and the cast of thousands back home. We appreciate you all being with us as WK&T Sports brings you inside the Region 1 basketball tournament for everybody that's been involved with this broadcast. I'm Justin Swallow saying so long, and go Lady Eagles.